Hello everybody, oh my gosh, welcome to season 2 of Learning and Unlearning. We made it to another year and the podcast is still alive. I have read that people don't make it past 20 episodes, and last year I think I did 21, so I was already exceeding the numbers. Thank you for coming back. If you're new here, hi, get ready to learn and unlearn. So today we're talking about manifesting. What the heck is manifesting? Is it real? Is it not real? What is real if it's not? Okay, a lot of people online were talking about manifesting or manifestation over this winter, and I watched a lot of YouTube videos with YouTubers talking about what they manifested or talking about why they're trying manifestation, and I was saying this is sort of feels like a load of baloney. What can you do to actually make stuff happen in your life by just thinking about it? So let me look up the definition of manifesting. Let's see. Someone's blog says, mombbosslife.co says, think about what you want exactly as if it was going to happen. Meditate about it, create a vision board, pour all your energy and concentration into seeing it with your mind's eye, and let all the good feelings about the object or outcome well up inside you. End quote. Okay, generally people are saying that you want a tangible thing to happen, and so you spend time thinking about it and dreaming it up, maybe writing it down, and then you attract what you want and it comes to you. Is this real? I would say no. Manifesting is not going to work, but there are a lot of things that have science behind them that prove that they work, and they're kind of like manifesting, or there are ways to manifest that look really similar to these other things that I'm going to go through that are actually real. The first thing that is real is visualization. Visualization is picturing yourself step by step going through an event and doing it the way that you want to do it, or the ideal way that's actually physically possible, and you picture yourself doing it so that when you actually go to do it, your body remembers. And the reason that this scientifically works is because our brains have mirror neurons, where the brain is so spongy, right? It tries to do what you tell it, and it tries to decide what's real and what's not, but it cannot really tell when you're visualizing something and when you're actually doing it. Your body knows, but your brain doesn't know. So if you visualize doing things properly, then when you go to do it again for real, your brain thinks, I did this, I already did this. So it's like practicing. And for athletes, visualization works because there's only so much your body can do, where you can practice so many times. When you visualize it also, you can remind your body of the correct practice before the real event or the race. I've been watching the Winter Olympics. There are some snowboarders and skiers who do this. They're visualizing the tricks that they're about to do, and then they flip around in the air and they do it the way that they pictured, the way that they want to do it. Another thing that's real are affirmations. You can decide what you think is true about yourself and use those affirmations to repeat to yourself or say to yourself in the mirror or write them down, because that boosts positivity and optimism, which does change your life. Where if you focus on things that are true and positive, then you're more likely to be able to grow in that area because you have been practicing thinking good things about yourself, and then you have that growth mindset that lets you accomplish more in that area. So if you have goals and you have an affirmation that can help you lead to those goals, you should use it and say it to yourself. Like, you could say, I'm successful, and that might be referencing a truth that you have successfully achieved a lot in life, and you have goals that go beyond what you've already achieved. So saying I am successful is helpful because you're going to be successful at the next thing you try, which is your goal. Goal setting is real. If you think manifesting is just like visualizing, thinking about what you want to achieve, you have to actually do the thing, right? You have to try and do something about it. Things that you want, like a certain income or a certain type of home, they're not gonna come to you. Goal setting works where you break down your goal into smaller goals because it's easier to see how it works and see what it will take to get to the big goal. And it's a good reminder for yourself to be able to achieve the goal. If you keep thinking about what it is, then you'll have it on your mind. Manifestation is saying, I want this big thing and I don't have steps to get there. And goal setting is breaking things down. Maybe your goal is years away. It's gonna take years. So you have to break it down into smaller pieces so you can break down your years, your months, your days, even like your hours of, I have to do this thing for 6 hours a week, and so I'll do it, 3 days, 2 hours a day. I have a free goal setting worksheet that I offered in episode 2, the Why You Don't Need New Year's Resolutions episode. And here is the address to it. It's linked down below, but also you go to www.samholmberg.com/freebies. And then it's the only thing on the freebie page. You can get the I Don't Need New Year's Goal Reflection Worksheet. And it takes you through steps and examples of how to set goals and break them down into achievable mini steps. Manifesting kind of reminds me of asking God to take something away, like take away an illness, but you didn't go to the doctor. Like, if you believe in God, sure, maybe God would take your illness away, but also, didn't God put people on this earth and help them figure out how to heal people or invent medicine? Manifesting is thinking with no action. In this case, it doesn't make sense. If you are able to do something about something and it's in your control and that's what you want, why not do it? Think about manifesting something for someone else. Let's say, oh, I really care for the people in my city who are hungry or in poverty and therefore hungry. Well, yeah, that's great to care, but what are you doing? Or I pray for those people. Well, you live in the city. Are you freaking donating to the food shelf? Something else I've heard is manifesting is for the privileged, which I understand, because if you're thinking like, wow, I would like to make $1 million. Well, maybe that's never going to happen for someone who is in a lower class and literally stuck there, unable to move up. And manifesting is an unfair way of saying that you can just get what you want. Let's say you want to be a New York Times bestselling author. Well, first of all, you have to write a book. You have to have time to write a book. You might need an agent. You need someone to pick your book, and you need some good marketing where people want to buy it. You might need a big audience online. So all these things have to be happening or in existence first. You can't just write a book and manifest being a #1 best-selling author. If it is attainable for you to be an author, it's hard to stay focused on our goals, especially when it takes sometimes like a year to 5 years to write one book. And so writing down your goals, even if you write them in the present tense, is a great reminder of what you want so you can stay on track to reach your goals. Just writing them down and hoping they're gonna happen is not the same thing. Now, if I have the wrong definition of manifesting and all the videos I watched or the articles I read about it are incorrect, you can let me know. But the other things that I mentioned in the video of visualization and affirmations and goal setting and etc., like these things are the things that actually work, and there's science to prove that they work. So if you're thinking, oh, manifesting sounds easier, well, don't go the easy route, because most of the time life is not easy and you have to work really hard. Weigh in on the manifesting conversation below. I'm open to it. See ya.